Hey, how's it going? It's been a little bit, yeah? How are you all doing? Happy Friday. It is wonderful Friday weekend time. I am very tired, but I really wanted to stream tonight. So, that's what we're going to do. And if you couldn't guess, based off of previous streams, what's going on, we're playing more Painscreek killings. And I forgot that we're starting this with the sewers. Hooray! I'm so happy about this information. Hooray! Okay, this is gonna suck, but I'm looking forward to the game itself. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a great time. Everyone's gonna be happy, and we're gonna be good. I did start my recording this time, so we're good to roll. I think we just hop into this and see how it goes, don't you? All right, I'm just gonna hit us with the ad, and we're gonna hop right into it. Okay. Ads, do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. All right, ads running. I need to get my notebook and pencil. Do 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 do. Be right back. Pencil. Pencil acquired. Found it. Oh my goodness. And now my notebook. So I'm ready to go. There was so much that happened. I don't think I wrote like anything down last stream. Did I write anything down? I wrote down murder suspects and if I can cross them off or not, basically. Um, so all I have written down is the names that what's his face. Because as a recap from last time, Mr. Man Scott Brooks has like a Pepe Sylvia uh line board in his basement that he keeps his murder suspects on for who killed his mom. Which, by the way, Vivian is in fact his mom. Well, Vivian's not his mom. Sorry. His mom is Sophia, but she was also killed, and so was Vivian. It's a weird thing. It's a whole thing. But the suspects for that are. Yeah, I need to check something. I'm not sure who he's saying is. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a moment. But the suspects on here. Yeah, okay, so that is who he's talking about. Magdalene, Charles, Vivian, Bernard, Calvin, Matthew, Andrew, Wanda, Derek, Dr. Johnson, Dorothy, and Trisha. Those are the suspects on the thing. Hi, everyone who just joined. We're talking about, quick recap, and the fact that all I wrote down from last stream was a list of murder suspects and who I was able to cross off. I didn't cross everyone off that Scott did, because I think Scott might be an idiot, or blinded, or both. I'm probably not doing much better, but I don't want to be too hasty in crossing people off. Because, notoriously, that's gone definitely only well for police departments in the past to, discount people from cold cases without much substantial evidence other than they probably didn't do it. Anywho, we're back from this, though, so we're going to fire up Painscreek. And let's give it a whirl. I think this is my first time playing a video game in, like, several days. I've been very busy recently. But we're going to have a good time. Man, I need that water. I definitely was not sufficiently hydrated today. Alright. Let's continue. Oh no, I remember something. I said it already, but I remember it more. Do you guys remember? Because I remember. I remember these. We were about to go into the sewers, remember? I don't want to do that. That makes me not happy. But I got no other choice. We just started the stream, so let's be big, strong, and brave. All right. I don't want to be big, strong, and brave anymore. Wait a second. Wait a second. We have a sewer map. So that's the old sewer entrance. So right here is a door that leads downtown. Up there is a door that leads out of the city. Understandably, it's locked, and I don't... Man, I hate this music. So what's up? That's to the mansion. There's a mansion sewer entrance? I think we have to hit that immediately, don't you think? Now, where does this go? Climb up. Open. It's locked. I don't like that sound. Top has been sealed shut. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I just got a text about something. Okay, so top's been sealed shut. This is locked up. We'll come around to that eventually. Keep an eye out for manhole covers. That might lead us in here. Okay, so this leads into town. That's good till we find a cross section. I don't like how dark that is. Okay, so from right here, this leads to the farmer's market. And then to something? Let's find out. That's locked. That's locked. Guess we're gonna keep it. Do I have a key for anything? I don't. So that leads all the way here. This leads up. This leads up to Silver Lake Boulevard. I don't know what all these doors do, so I'm just gonna keep following it. Nope, I want a sewer map. So this leads to Silver Lake Boulevard, but that's blocked off. That's no good. Keep going. Loops around. There should be a door here. Door's bolted from the other side. Noted. So the only place we could go down here in the sewers. So I just passed that. We gotta keep going until we hit a fork and then go left. So left will take us this way. This will bring us near the postal service, which maybe we could go into. That'd be pretty cool if we could. It's locked. Of course it's locked. Can I unlock it? Oh, it has a different sound every time. Can I not, like, lift that? Nope, guess not. Okay, so then if I go south, that leads to residential houses, evidently. But I don't want to go to residential houses because that leads over to freaking ghost house. What are you? Your locks, I don't care. That's locked. I can't do anything down here. Unless it's railroading me to one specific location. So this leads somewhere. That leads to the hospital. Oh, I need to go to the hospital one. Is the hospital open? Oh, thank goodness it is. That'll lead me down probably into the sub-basement where I can turn on the generator again. Okay, so that's locked. That's good. We're just gonna keep on talking, keep on singing. Nothing's gonna get us, because I'm not scared. You are. Please be open. Oh, thank goodness. That leads to the hospital, into the sub-basement where I can turn on the power, and then go up into the doctor's office and open his thing, and definitely not get scared by a ghost squirrel, or what I like to think is a girl living with raccoons in the forest. That's what I think is happening. Janitor's closet. Okay. That's a thing to write down. Now, why does the janitor's closet lead to a sewer? Hang on, I'm writing something down. Please hold. Alright. I don't know why that goes there, but that's a silly. Oh, great. The morgue. That's what I want. Can I open that? There we go. Electrical room. I need to get in there. Oh, it's just open. That's not going to scare me. Yay. Alright, storage room. Hammer? Oh, I got a hammer. That's sick. I can now break into the one guy's room. Oh gosh, the floorboards that I can rip up with the blood on it. Oh, I don't want to be in here. This is not cool. Oh, but there's a lot of... You got in here, Steven? BH. Looks like a briefcase key. Yo! Yo! Okay. I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion. Sort of a birthday gift for her. In that puzzle, Sophia was to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, will point to her location, to the location of her gift. I thought that was a neat idea. Sophia's favorite places: Anne's courtyard, Inn and Suites, bridge over the stream by the gate entrance. Oh, is that what the purpose of the birdhouse is? Post office. I would someone like the post office. Where can I find Matthew's favorite place? I received an anonymous message this morning, claimed that Scott was Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I've had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. Interesting. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman, but they've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott, sorry. I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. Can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Today I received a key in the mail with the initials BH. Does it stand for Bernard's house? I've searched everywhere and read all of Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, or simply that I'm thinking too much. But why? But would he really have killed Vivian? There's something else about his entries that make me pause and wonder if he was indeed the murderer. I photographed all his pages. Okay, yeah, he likes her. I was really worried I was going to turn around. There's going to be evil. So I'm not opening any of those, because no thank you. Cool. Well, that's enough for me for one day. I'm getting out of here. Thanks, ta-ta. Okay, so we have a hammer to get into Bernard's basement. I'm in Bernard's room. He has a bloody floorboard. We have a key for something. We have a key to the briefcase. Okay, we have to go by the Anne's court anyway, so let's go to Anne's court. Open up, freaking, what's his face? Steven's briefcase. I want to see what he's got. I'm thinking he's not on the right track. He might be. I love that it's literally just USPS. I think he might be on the right track, but I don't know. Unlock. BH doesn't work. And that obviously doesn't work. Also, I wonder if that key doesn't open something in Bernard's house, but it opens Bernard's car. That's my thought. Hang on a second, there's something going on that I'm having to keep track of. Let's see. Upstairs to Bernard. Not Bernard. What's his face? His room. Close that. Dustin, I found it. Okay, so I'm going back to Bernard's like now. Autopsy report. Andrew Reed. Let's see. 3rd-degree burns. Pneumothorax. Interesting. That means he was like stabbed in the lungs, right? Because he got like fluid in his lungs, or like in his not in his lungs, but he got like fluid in his. Well, he got something, maybe like a collapsed lung. I forget what pneumothorax is. I think it's like air in the thoracic cavity. I should probably read the stupid medical thing and stop speaking. 44-year-old white male with burns found at home, pronounced dead at the scene. 3rd-degree burns found across body, completely charred over the head, face, neck, and hands, heavily charred across the front and back of the body, legs, and feet. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or small knife. Pneumothorax is possible cause of death, but body is too burnt to confirm. Wait, that is... Okay, yeah, right there. That would still implicate Bernard, because Derek was the one with the pocket knife that we know of. No, and Derek, it wasn't Bernard who liked it, it was Derek who liked her. The signs are leading to Derek. Derek liked Vivian. Derek had the small knife. I don't know. Henry Johnson, 61-year-old white male, pulled out of car submerged in lake. Victim's lungs did not contain water, which shows that he did not die by drowning. Due to the prolonged submerging of the body in the water, the estimated time of death might not be accurate. Estimated time of death is between 12 and 16 days. Top right side of the skull, leaning towards front and above the right eye, has a wide crack usually caused by a sharp object and strong force. The front torso, face, and back portion of forearm suffered numerous lacerations. Victim most likely succumbed to blood loss before being placed in the water. Vivian Roberts, also insanguination. 55-year-old white female, found lying in front of mansion gates, pronounced dead at scene. 12-centimeter wide and 7-centimeter deep crack found on right side of the head. Impact caused by strong force with a sharp object. Maybe an axe or something? Lacerations on front torso and back sides of both forearms. Victim died for blood loss. That indicates that on backside of both forearms, that indicates that she got wounds on her stomach as someone tried to stab her, and also she held up her arms almost like in a boxing kind of pose, like held up the arms, and she got cut there probably. The code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. How could I have not thought about that? Call Sheriff James to check for his file. Noted. Alright, we're going to What's-His-Face's house. Off we go. Bernard? Yes, Bernard. Bernard! Buddy! Wow, wow, wow. Nope, not here. I have to go up there. There. Alright, we're gonna have to do some stupid dark math, but this time it's for real. Also, how close was I to my guess here? Oh, I was off. It was red at top right, but everything else is the same. I wouldn't have guessed that. Alright, so his note is... subtract yellow darts points from red darts total. And we know from our dart thing
that... Okay, yes. So total is, you get your value, subtract 501. Well, 501 subtract your value. So subtract yellow points from red total. So red total is 20 triple. I think that's an 18. Yeah, that's an 18. 18 double, I believe that is. And then I forget what the center bullseye is. Inner bull is 50, so 50. I was right about that, right? Inner ring is triple, outer ring is double. Gotcha. Okay, so that's that. And then that's red. And then yellow is... seven. And... is that a 2 or a 15? I'm going to say it's a 2. So if I did that points, that would be 60 plus 36 plus 50, 146. So 501 minus 146 is 355 minus this, which is a 9, brings us to 6. 346 should be the pointage. You're kidding. You're kidding. Are you kidding? I literally have the score and it said, nah. Let me do this right. 20, 40, 60. So that's 60. 18 times 2. So 18 times 2 is 36. And then 50. Right? Yeah, 50. So that should give us... if I add all that up, that is 6. Cool. 6, 14. So that should be 146. And then 501 minus 146 is 5. Oh, no, I was wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong. Was I wrong? Yeah, I was wrong. Yep, I was absolutely wrong. I did math. I did bad math. 355 minus, that's that score, minus 9, because it's 7 and it's 2. So 7 plus 2, that's pointage is 9. So you subtract the yellow from that, and that gives me wait. No, what? Yeah, no, that's right. $346. I got the same thing again. Are you kidding me? You know what? Forget that. Let's open this. Hey, look. A murder weapon. That's convenient. So we're almost positive that what's-his-face, Bernard, killed... We're almost positive that Bernard killed... What's-his-face? The guy who had the knife wounds. Nope. Man, I'm so upset by that. I literally have the code and everything. And it's just like, nah. Am I reading that right? Subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. Anyone in chat know darts? Yeah, those are single scores. Those are double scores. These are triple scores. 25, 50. So if I add these up, subtract yellow points from red total, right? Yeah, so red total is 20, 40, 60 plus 8, sorry, yeah, it would be up here, so 36. 60 plus 36 is 96, plus 50 is 146, but that's the number of points total. Well, not total, that's the number of points. To get the total for darts, throwing the 3 dart scores added up, total is then subtracted from the original 501. Oh, hang on, yeah. No score is the winner. So you subtract that amount from 501. You know what? I'll humor it. What if I did 146 minus 9? 146 minus 9 would be... 137. It was a red herring. I'm not happy. Looks like a desk key. Nope. Going back in. When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming or calling in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trisha's crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activity. I wish I could be of any help. So, he definitely killed someone who he thinks killed her. No, yeah. So I think we tracked it down. I think Andrew died after Vivian died. So I wonder if Vivian died. Mr. Idiot here thought Andrew killed her, so he killed Andrew and then burnt the house to cover the evidence. All right. And then, so I have a feeling he wouldn't kill. I think what he was trying to get us to see is all of his memorabilia of Vivian and how much he liked Vivian and how he wants to be with Vivian. Because Derek liked Trisha, but this guy liked Vivian. So I don't think he'd kill Vivian. Scott was apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought of that. I could never, ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. And it makes me so mad. I feel confused. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. Her condition has been getting worse over the past few weeks, and no one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott's been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott could have been released at all, despite the insufficient evidence. He killed Vivian. Okay, so that man, his tune shifted rapidly. He needs someone to blame. So he's just lashing out because he's upset about Vivian's death. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian, a key, and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought him back to my place. A key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like to do with them. He told me to take care of it myself. I brought it back to my place. Vivian's death has caused lots of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did. So I'm a bit worried. It's a serrated blade, and it's big. You know the interesting thing about the serrated blade? So we know where that came from, but that's not a knife. That's a knife. I don't think he killed Andrew. I think Scott's freaking dead. I think he just murdered Scott because he just blindly thought Scott killed her. And so he went and killed Scott. So someone killed Vivian. Bernard probably killed Scott, or that's my working theory. And then someone had to have killed what's his face. Oh, I'm so glad the lights come on.
Oh, that's rude.
I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired, and she felt empty and felt tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. Wonder how she's coping. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggle she's faced with her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asked what she should do. Other times she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly, I'm just happy to be with her. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversation. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. Of course you don't. I finished reading Vivian's bio. In fairness, he does cheat on her, so that yeah, okay, he's not incorrect in that assumption, but also you got ulterior motives. Everyone here is awful, and I think that's kind of the theme of the story. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts are incorrect. The writer should have done his homework. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go, and she then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the... Oh... I wonder if this is Andrew. Maybe he did kill Andrew. I wonder if he asked Andrew to watch over Vincent for her, aka Scott. And so he cares about him or something. Yeah, shortly after a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door, he leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. They entered the apartment together. Who is he? This is the 6th time I followed Vivian. Oh gosh. After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? Yes. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside, and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? I wonder what could be going on here. Granted, it is a kiss on the cheek, and sometimes people do that, and not in a romantic sense. But you are so sweet, and you're my best friend. It's weird. I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. Place probably isn't fair though, if we're being honest. I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. Dude, I respect your stalking. I mean, I don't respect your stalking. That is extremely awful to do. But also, tracking down where a guy works is not the easiest thing to do. Why am I standing up for this guy? This guy is literally stalking a lady. A place where they meet. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the heck is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. Oh, that's your problem. Your issue is not she's having an affair. Your issue is she's having an affair without you. Oh, no. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. That's not cool. Why is this open? Someone went digging through his stuff. I hate that. It's evil. Close that back up. I don't want to see that. I want to think about that. Let's close that. I don't want to look at that. Day 1. The hospital gave me these pills. They're supposed to help fight depression. Day 2. I felt slight dizziness. Might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3. The dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. Day 5. It's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. Day 8. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Day 11. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Day 12. Now that I know my dizziness comes from these pills. Day 20. The pills. They don't seem to work anymore. Doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet. Oh, no. Day 32. I stopped taking the medication. So what's with all these people taking medications and then going crazy? Is freaking what's-his-face? Hang on. I'm going to write this down. Hated Scott. He also had meds like Andrew and went crazy. Okay, this is insane. Well, done in here. What do we have right now? We have a hammer for opening things. Fix broken drawers. Hang on. So this is a desk key. Found at Bernard's house next to his diary. I don't know what that desk key could be for, if I'm being honest. What's a desk that could open? Does he have a desk in here? Nothing that's locked. Does he have a desk downstairs? No desk in here. So we have a desk key from Bernard's house. Noted. I love the flat bear. Oh. Alright, so we got an ad right... Actually, we don't have an ad right now. We're going to keep walking till we hit an ad. We're almost there. Yeah, so he was on meds too. I don't see what the medication was, though. All I know is he killed someone. Peculiar. Oh, now we have ads. Oh, we have to look at the dartboard. Alright, so... I want to go to... What's her face's house? The one with the broken drawer. Wanda's house. I want to go to Wanda's house next. That's where I want to go. She has a broken drawer, and I feel like it's going to have some lore for us. Four to 5 seconds. One second. I'm gonna at least look up where Wanda's at. Alright, we are back. The plan is to go to Wanda's house. She is at 43 Silver Lake. There's something I want to see there. I don't remember. Well, I mean, I do remember, but I don't know what's there. Is this Silver Lake? This is 43. Is this going down in numbers? Yeah, where's Wanda? Oh, that's right. She's down here, isn't she? Yeah, here she is. I don't remember that chair being there last time. Nope, don't want to open that. City of New Jersey. Oh, this is New Jersey? And that was New Jersey. Whoa. We were right, it was New Jersey. Incredible. Dear Miss Wanda Tyler, after almost 5 months of sessions, your son, Derek Tyler, is now much better. We're still unable to get him to talk much, but he's chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through written text, which is a breakthrough for him. During his last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving to me. Mom was crying, and her tears dripped down onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wanted to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noise when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet. When I opened the back door, Kitty flew away. There's some noises behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked. Why? But there's a light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby is crying. Then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving, and her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Derek has since been very quiet. Oh, he went nonverbal because he saw Sophia's death. That's cool. That's great. Love that. We haven't been able to fully grasp if what he wrote was real or imaginary. Nevertheless, we're concerned about his situation. Yeah, no kidding. Kindly get back to us and we can discuss further. Catherine McDowell. Oh, I think we know Catherine. Hey, Dustin, how's it going? So we learned a lot of stuff. Okay. You did ask. Recap time. Cool. So, we went down to the sewers. Only place we could really get up to was the hospital, which is I kind of predicted we'd be able to go down into. So, turned on the power. I forgot to go to the key card scanner because I was scared. Okay, so we did go looking around in the morgue and found some information. Specifically, we found what's-his-face's information, Stevens. Found a key to presumably something in Bernard's house, and then we found a key to his briefcase. When it opened his briefcase, found this. We will get back to this. Also found this note, which I need to go take care about. Do it? Yeah, brain. So saw that. That's cool. Ran over to Bernard's house. I did look in his room and I read all of his stuff. Also, why is he also on pills like Andrew was? That seems a bit suspicious, especially considering the doctor in town who prescribes pills also tried to kill a woman. So maybe he's making people go insane? I don't know. There seems to be a connection there. Additionally, he made some comments about how he really hates Scott. But here's where it gets weird. So he made some comments about he hates Scott and wants something done about Scott. Additionally, there's also a autopsy report of Andrew Reed that said he was killed by pneumothorax, presumably by being stabbed by a small knife. And what do we find in Bernard's house? Knife. But also, this is not a small knife. This is like Crocodile Dundee knife. I'm not sure if that's what killed Andrew. What I am certain of is this man did not like Scott. Alright, back to the dartboard. So this is a bit misleading here. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I hate this. I hate this dartboard. So I went through so many combinations. So the very specific verbiage of the note very explicitly states, subtract the yellow dart's points from the red dart's total. So I added up the red dart's points to 146 to get a total. If you subtract that points from 501, the total should be 346. Sorry, it should be 375. No, 355. Yeah, 355. I subtracted the yellow dart's points, so the total of 355 and the points of 9 to give me 346. That's not the combo. Well, you know what it actually wanted? It just wanted the points from both. I'm so upset about that. I'm so upset about that. But alas, that's where we're at right now. We also just read a thing about how... Oh, I also have to read this. I should read that. Freaking what's his face? Derek was traumatized as a child and made autistic because he saw Sophia's death. So that's cool. That's it. One school called principal told me that the kids have been calling Derek names, saying that he's a bastard child. Leave the child alone for now. He's not evil yet. I know that Derek wants to know who his father is. I don't know what to say to him. School called me again and told me that Derek poked a bird nest till it fell off the tree. After that, he stoned the chicks to death. This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. You know what? That's reasonable. The suspension, not the birds. You're doing so well. Beautiful. Thank you. Principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would cause him to be affected like this. Yeah, I could not tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. He was only 5 when that happened. Derek stopped going to school. He told me school wasn't for him. I should not have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottled up his emotions all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling. That's the solution. So, yeah, so my son is traumatized because he watched someone die. Not die, get murdered. Let's homeschool him. That'll fix it. Anyway, so we're done in here. Okay, what things do I have to do? I have... things. I have... No, I don't want that. I have a code. I have... if I figure out Vincent's birthday, we'll be good there. I think I know Vincent's birthday because it was in Scott's journal. Because Scott, I'm presuming, is Vincent. That's my... I don't know the exact timeline, but I'm thinking Scott is Vincent. Vincent. Let me see if I can find his birthday. It's Valentine's Day. Let's see. You reached a 5-stream streak. That's crazy, bro. Anything about a birthday? Nope. Maybe I could find a thing that talks about... Let's see. What if I can find out? I need to find out when Vincent was born. And you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here, okay? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna guess 7741 is... No, that wouldn't be the birthday. Because he would not have been born at 41. I don't know what 7741 is related to. You know what I should do? I should go to the hospital and swipe that keycard reader. That's what I should do. I am also uber multitasker. Good on you. You know what? I'm proud of you, Dustin. I love that that's legit just United States Postal Service. That's so good. I love that for them. Oh yeah, I saw a note that you'll definitely know about, Dustin. If I go to... Did I take a picture of it? No, it got written down. That's good. If I go to... What's his face? Stephen Moss. Sophia had a thing. They had to visit both her and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. And her favorite places were the courtyard, the bridge over by the stream, by the gate entrance, and then the post office. And my theory on the post office is there's something going on in it. The reason I say that is primarily because there's a sewer entrance. You have to find another fun hidden spot. I don't like the way you're wording that. I'm worried about that. Yeah, I'm guessing there's something back here. Because I know there's a sewer entrance near the post office, but I don't know if you can get in there because I haven't checked to see if it needs a key or if it's just a statically locked door. I don't know. Also, because I see that there's more people watching than just Dustin, thank you all for coming out and watching. You don't feel obligated to say anything. Lurkers are very welcome here. Just want you to know you're cherished and appreciated, and I thank you for being here. Hope you continue to have a good time. Is this Catherine? Yeah, that's Catherine. That's the one who gave the psychiatric report, I believe. Speaker died. I do not. Dustin does not speak for the views and policies of Lottolat Inc. Oh, great. I love that doesn't work. Okay, that's weird. Vivian Robert. Ooh, Vivian. Dear Dr. Henry Johnson, I would like to thank you for your contribution to the Painscreek Community Hospital and the people of Painscreek for the past 2 decades. However, there have been reports regarding the mishandling of funds designated for PHC, most of which came from Robert's Relief Fund. This support was meant to help with the purchase of medical equipment and supplies. Since a sum of nearly $160,000 has been estimated missing, we have no other choice except to open an investigation. Until you are able to explain the discrepancies between your accounting and ours, we have no choice but to suspend all funding for the hospital for the time being. I will be meeting you and your accountant to solve these issues so we may continue to support the hospital's needs. Sincerely, Vivian Roberts. Okay, so Vivian was straight up confronting him about that. She was in league with Roberts. Not Roberts, what's his face? Johnson. She was in league with Johnson in some aspects. Not sure if that's before or after. Probably after. But she was still hammering him on that. Either because she needed to save face or she was just legit upset with him. All right. Jackson Lewis, Henry Johnson. Good on him. Oh, wait a second. There's an encyclopedia thing here. Wonder if there's a clue about this. Interesting. Oh, there's a message there. Okay. And there's a... Let's open the desk drawers first. 203. Please don't tell me that's a morgue box. Oh, no, I know what that is. Do I know what that is? I might know what that is. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. To Charles Roberts. I don't know if it's a joke that you sent me, the threat letter. But if you knew about the well, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was the one behind all of it. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness in Sophia's death, nothing more. Fax it tomorrow. Oh, so he never got that out. Alright, let's hear this message.
Henry, I just received a letter from the NMB investigation firm regarding the use of the RRF funds. I need you to call me. Henry, we really need to talk. Please call back. What's going on, Henry? Why aren't you returning my calls? This is really important.
Interesting. Okay. Good on Hembury. I feel like it's not entirely coincidental that these encyclopedias are here too. No, it is probably because they are very blurred. And they're out of order, but they're consistently out of order. So 203. Key with the tag 203. I have a thought of what 203 might mean. Let me check something. Hang on. I have a note written down, and I think it might be related. Yes. I have a thought. It's either a morgue box, which, no thank you. Or it could be another location with, let's just say, locations marked 201 to 204. Or I could be totally off base, but like I really think I'm onto something. What I think this is for, this is a 203 key, is this guy. It's not, eh? It's a morgue box, isn't it? That'd be so great. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Where are we at? What are we thinking? I don't know. I have a lot of stuff, but not a lot of, I mean, I have a lot of leads, I think. But I'm kind of jumbled on them right now. Okay, so I already checked all of Bernard's stuff. Yeah, this is his I Hate Scott journal. That's his I stopped taking my Adderall journal. This is the Vivian shoulda chose me a nice guy journal. Do we go check the morgue? Guys, I don't want to check the morgue. I really don't. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was cool. You didn't see anything. I run fast enough, do I just... Did I hit the right spot or something? You can't even see good? So, wait, Dustin, legit, did you not just see what happened? Maybe I ran in too fast. Yeah, so I ran up the steps and just fell right through the world, and I was just falling out of the skybox. Man, I should have used that to look around. Let's try something. I have a hunch. Thank goodness for loading zones, like auto loads, or auto saves, sorry. Nope. Yeah, I was running up the steps. I hit something, I think. I must have hit it at like just the right angle because I just went right through the world. I was literally just walking too. I didn't do anything to try to break it. I just did break it. Oh, so it's not a morgue box, thank goodness. Oh, that's funny. I can turn power off and on. It's way too loud. Oh, yay! We got another bot. Yeah, let me take a screenshot of you real quick, bud. There we go. You're getting used for training data, buddy. Thanks. Keep doing it. It gives me more training data for your Doom. I'm getting so sick of those people coming in and just offering like, "Hey, do you want to buy subscribbles? Do you want to buy?" That I'm literally just going to build a bot that just kicks them automatically. Like, it looks for their specific message and kicks them. Now, where can I send the money? To lotolite@paypal.com. That's fake. By the way, Twitch, for TOS purposes, that is fake. I do not have a Lotolite PayPal, nor would I be advertising it here. What could 203 mean? Maybe it's something inside room 203? I'm gonna give it one more try here in case I just did it on the wrong one. I don't think there's anything locked in here that would be useful. I do have a key code now for something. Call Sheriff James, check his file. What's James's birthday? Not James. James is the sheriff. What is Vincent's birthday or Scott's birthday? Assuming my theory on them being the one and the same is correct. Do what? What did I say? I was just stream of consciousness. I don't know what I just said. What do you want me to do? Go to the sheriff. Vincent. I've already been back there to the sheriff's office? No, I haven't. Is this the code to get... That's the code to get into the Yeah, to the Cheryl's office. It's a key to get into his file, and then I need to pull his file. Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot that the sheriff had a code on his filing rack. And Vincent might be in there. I doubt it, but he might. 7741, I think it was? Yeah. Yo, what? It's a little train. Well, that's actually a car. A car key. Oh, that was cool. That was a cool car key. It's using, totally forget what it's called. Vivian Roberts murder case record of alibi. Interview to Charles Roberts. I wasn't there when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend. On the morning of the 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I cannot believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. Matthew Brooks. There is an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can do to help our society. The event started on July 18th and ran for 5 days, so it ended on July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at the event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service that week. That's not a tight alibi. That is potentially... That needs some looking into, but that could be confirmed. Matthew, that's a weak alibi, man. I was preparing for, this is Bernard, I was preparing for the fundraiser events when I felt sick. However, there was no one who can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I bid Vivian goodnight and headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone. Harry Patterson. Yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trusts him so much. Me, I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other maids were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be for the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure the event would be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and then went home myself. No, I live alone. Mary Martinez. My name is Mary Martinez. I've been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraiser event. Let's see. Fundraiser events. Jimmy's Bakery is supposed to deliver the cakes, but a few days before the event, they called to inform us that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because we didn't have much time, and this event was supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just sort of became irrelevant. This is Derek. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th at around 2 p.m. I was supposed to come back after that to drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I hadn't had a day off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend who was moving upstate to West Dakota. Okay, this is fake America.
What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. I stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to Painscreek. Yes, he can vouch for me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later. I have his number at home. That's Derek. I saw nothing in Derek's room about a number. I went last time to Derek's room? Yeah, nothing in Derek's room. The crack in Vivian Roberts' skull shows that the weapon used is some object with a heavy and sharp end, something like an axe if it is... What did I say? Huh? Oh, we're in an ad. Hang on. Oh, no, ad starts in 5 minutes. Never mind. To cause a crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I'm assuming it's either a man or a strong woman who is experienced in use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because the lacerations found on the front of her torso as well as the back of sides of her forearms showed she tried blocking that. What did I say? She tried blocking with her arms. Fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head, just above her right eyebrows. This clarifies the following. That the victim was facing the killer, that the killer is strong enough to land such a clean but deadly blow, and the killer is left-handed. Since the murder weapon is never recovered and confirmed, my assumption is it being an axe still remains. There are multiple axes missing in the town, by the way. Since this is me doing you a solid, do not under any circumstance leak this information, or I'll be in big trouble. The guys here in Grand City don't want anyone more than necessary to know about these details. Hope the above information helps. Sean Smith. That's extremely helpful, Sean. So that doesn't give me Vincent's birthday, but I gathered it wouldn't. Derek was already suspicious to me. This doesn't help unless there's an evidence locker I can get into, which I doubt there is. Car key belongs to a Marverick model. I do know a Marverick model. That would be Steven's car. Lockbox 201. Oh, I saw the pickup. Yeah. My head hurts, my tire's flat, and my phone's not working. Someone trying to stop me from leaving Painscreek? Am I close to discovering something? Oh goodness, I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not. So who was he thinking of? Granted, there's multiple killers. Who was he thinking of? Bernard. I don't know. I do know there's a lockbox in here that it might be. Didn't I go to the secret hideout? You mean the shed, right?
Yeah, I've been there. What's the button for? He's onto me, and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. He will never find it. Ever since I received the messages and the key, I've been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I've been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I have missed anything important. I looked through the alibi record recorded by the sheriff. There were 6 interviews. Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. And then I noticed it. One of them is lying. It was recorded that there was an event, yet I remember reading something about it being canceled. Whether I remember that again, I can't seem to remember. I think it was Father Matthews. Oh my goodness, I just realized that the E in all the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find who killed Vivian. And all the killer's messages? I noticed that. Wait, hang on. I noticed a thing. I had to take a picture of it, I think. No, it wasn't this. I'm using my silly brain. Also, I don't think I don't see these numbers here. I'm going to use them for something. I just don't know what they're for. Yeah, meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. Wait. Dustin, I think I just used my silly brain. I may be wrong, but I know of only one typewriter in the game. There might be more, but I know one. Oh, I just realized we were in a ad. Sorry. So I just read a very, very, very important thing from Steven. He said that the killer's typewriter, like all of the messages by the killer, had an E incorrect in there. And I went and I checked one of the messages from the killer. It literally had like a little bump in the E. In fact, I'll show you. Yeah. Yeah. See the E's here? How they're light and tall? He said if I can find the typewriter, I can find the killer. That's not it. That's not the typewriter. Dang it. Okay, that was worth a shot. There's just a key here? Are you kidding me? That's definitely to the graveyard, but I don't have a shovel yet, so I shouldn't go there yet. Well, maybe I'll go there to see if there's like a message or something. Maybe I shouldn't press into geometry too much. Maybe I'll face the reality again. Wait, a gate key. Old mansion gate key. Never mind. I know another gate. I know another gate. Specifically one at the mansion. Man, we're an hour and a half in and I just want to keep rolling. We need to figure out how to get into Oliver's place. I know it said that... What's her face? Dorothy had a key. She had a backup key to Oliver's place. Or whatever his name, who's the photographer. His photographer has the shovel that we're going to need to dig up the time capsule and access other things. But we'll get that when we get that. I'm glad I remembered this. Guys, I don't want to be here. Trail closed, do not enter. No, don't make me do that. Oh, no. No. Do I really have to do this? Oh, 0526. No idea what that means. I don't like that it's making me climb. There's gonna be something spooky at the top. I should have started singing Snake Eater. What a fool I am. That tree feels weird. That feels like a code for something in the mansion. Also, I now have this picture. There's somewhere in the mansion there's a button for. Also, I need to look in grates on the roadside. Do they have sconces like that in this house? So we're looking for like a metal sconce with like a white cloth like covering. Not in here. I highly, highly doubt this is correct. But we just got it, so let's take a guess. 0526. Nope, not that. Take a guess with our keys. Nope. I don't think that lamp is in the mansion, but it could be. Oh, it could be, yeah, because these are those lamps. The UV textures are breaking, and they're using other mansion textures on the inside. But yeah, this is them. Doesn't look like it's this one. It looks like there's one. Evil, no. There's probably another one in another part of the house, but good to know they are in this house. I don't know what I'm looking for anymore. I mean, I know I'm looking for those, like, wall sconces, like the one I saw up there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there aren't some here. What's the button for? So that's very much not here, because it's one on one side of a door. So it looks like these, but it's not these. Also, I love the UVing errors here. That's so fun. So that's a different part of the house. Probably a room I haven't gotten into yet. I had to hide the key to one of the drains by the roadside. Alright, let's go look for the roadside drains. Or maybe the drain fell into the sewer and it's down in the sewer. I guess we're just going looking for drains. Need something to pull these bolts. So I can't even do that yet. Man. I was on the right track, though. Where might I go next? Because I have a key for 203. That's not to any... I had a thought. I am an idiot. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Young Destin, pay attention. I might face through the world. I probably won't, but I might. I did. You're good to not watch anymore. Room 1A, room 1-1, room A2 leads me to believe. Oh, sorry, 203. Oh, I don't like that. That bathroom door is locked. Shaw. Oh. Looks like lots of storybooks. Milk. It's like a room key. Yesterday, on hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother, Trisha collapsed. Hospital called this morning to inform us that it was just a nervous breakdown. However, they've suggested that she could stay there for another few days. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. It rained today. Trisha has always hated the rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there she mutters Scott's name out loud. She cried herself to sleep a few times. It pains me to see her like this. I have a thought, by the way. We'll talk after. Charles visits Trisha almost every day. Today he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker, for more than a year. He asked me if Vivian ever talked to me about it. I said I didn't know, but was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Trisha was awake. Not sure if she heard our conversation. Sheriff Howard came today. He asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I already told him everything I know. Frustrating to be asked over and over about things that I just want to forget. Before he left, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. If Scott was not the killer, then who killed Vivian? Derek came by to see Trisha. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for Wanda were more than he expected. Even with Charles's help, he's been forced to use up most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of the rather ugly sides of the world. His mother was hospitalized with terminal cancer. He's seeing his best friend Trisha like this pains him. I didn't know what to tell him. Before he left, he leaned close to her and whispered, "Would have been better if Scott just never showed up. Would you have chosen me?" I wish I never heard that. Yeah, that's rough, bro. Okay, and that's Dorothy. I have a feeling I know what this is. Yep, that's to get into Dorothy's bedroom in her house, which is very good because she has Oliver's key, which is what I've been looking for this whole time. So let's go get that. Fortunately, Dorothy lives right here. Daughter of ex-mayor found dead at Painscreek Community Hospital. Trisha Roberts falls 40 feet from rooftop, lands on head, and dies. That was Trisha's mugshot? Or told me to tell you to pull an all-nighter. Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hospital's not checking to see why the roof door was not locked. Yesterday morning, the body of Trisha Roberts was found on the grounds of Painscreek Community Hospital. She was pronounced dead at 7:20 a.m. According to Miss Thompson, she was starting her morning shift when she heard some sound near the reception area. Thompson. Dorothy Thompson? Is that her name? Thompson. I don't know who Miss Thompson is. Starting her morning shift when she heard some sound near the reception area. She went out to find Trisha lying motionless. Blood was flowing out from her head. She quickly called Dr. Bennett, the attending physician for the day. His morning shift, who brought Trisha into the emergency room at once. Unfortunately, it was too late. Hospital CCTV shows that Trisha Roberts was walking around the hospital at 6:30 a.m. She headed to the roof at 6:54. A few minutes later, her body was found on the ground 3 floors below. Charles Roberts, ex-mayor, and the father of the deceased, etc., etc. Scott was released from prison this morning. Matthew went to pick him up. There's a lot of tension here in Painscreek. Most people think of Scott as a murderer. Charles tried to stop Trisha from seeing Scott, but it's no use. She was already waiting for him at the cabin. Charles is drinking again. He couldn't stop Trisha from trying to see Scott, yet Scott seems to be avoiding her. Trisha should not have been discharged from the hospital at this point. She still needs help and rehabilitation. Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Yeah. Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Derek asked Scott why he's avoiding Trisha. Scott didn't say anything. He just walked away. Derek told him not to come back anymore. It's sad to see what's happening to them now. They used to be such good friends. 2 days later. Oh my goodness. Scott was killed. Trisha's been going crazy ever since Scott died. She sometimes screams in the middle of the night. Here and there, she'll ask us why Scott hasn't visited her for a while. No one knows how to answer without agitating her condition. Trisha's finally admitted to the hospital for another mental breakdown. Charles doesn't know what to do. I've asked for his permission to take care of Trisha at the hospital until she recovers. I think Charles appreciates my help. Yeah. My suspicion was correct. It's like a house key. Yep. That's for Oliver. Dear Dorothy, I want to express, do invite me there once you settle, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, that's him saying, yeah, you can come in. Okay, so I'll have to get into that at some other point. I have no idea what that could be. I have a feeling it'll be at Oliver's house. So let's go check that out. Dustin, do you know how far I am into the game? If you think it's a spoiler, you don't have to tell me. But if you don't think it's too much spoiler, because I'm wondering how many more streams I'll have of this. I'm going to play to its end, don't get me wrong. That's not me going, do I want to keep going? Only a few hours. Okay, probably like a couple streams. Oliver, turn on some lights. Oh, I hate this. Can't wait for the moment I connect all the dots. Yeah, that'll be fun. Finally. Okay, so now I can actually get into the thing. I'll read that in a moment. And by moment, I mean now. We just attended Trish's funeral this morning. Kelly the killer is till the end. They do a great job. Heck yeah. Charles tried to be strong, but by the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It truly pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in Painscreek. Every one of these deaths was of a person I knew, and some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not, for even a moment, believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trish's death hurt the most, probably because I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. With her passing, Charles has lost all of his family members. He's all alone. Can't imagine the pain he's going through. Dorothy left Painscreek early February, a month after Trish's funeral. The hospital closed shortly after. By the end of the month, Charles had packed and departed Painscreek for good. Wanda passed away on March 12, 1996. Her cancer had spread too far and too deep. The doctor could not save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of Painscreek. Autumn is approaching. My photography store will be closing by the end of this month. I have many things to say, but there's one thing left to confide in. No one left to confide in. Anyways, I've been thinking about retiring for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come. I'm going to take a picture of this. Because I want to remember that the birthday, maybe? Anything in here of note? Nope. Maybe some behind the door, but I don't care for right now. Office of Church Haven. Regret to hear that Father Matthews will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 18th till the 23rd. Received Father Matthews' memo yesterday stating he was not feeling well. I assume he was also... Okay, so he's lying. Let's see. So here's the thing. Not only does he have no alibi now, but he has motive. Didn't he? Wasn't there a thing saying that he was like in love with or best friends with or something along the lines of, yeah, he was in love with what's her face, Sophia? So if he came to find out about the plot that killed Sophia, man's not gonna be pleased. I need a shovel. It said that he had the shovel, right? You know what? That's fine. I don't need to worry about that just yet. I want to go outside. Now I want to go look for that key. I don't know what the key's for, but hopefully I'll know it when I find it. What? Get the shovel? I don't know where the shovel is. All those doors are locked in there. Unless it's behind the bathroom door. Oh, it's in there. Alright. You know what? We're close enough. I'll just go look in there. Do you know if I have everything I need for it? Listen, let's not figure that out. You know what? That's reasonable. Let's go check behind the bathroom door. Not behind the bathroom door. Shovel is good. I know, I need the shovel. Maybe I should actually read that letter. I know he had a voicemail somewhere. I talked about it, but I don't know where that's at. Well, it's not obviously out in the open. Perhaps I need something else, or it'll... I don't want to talk about it. The key's probably for the gate in the graveyard, isn't it? It's probably for the graveyard, isn't it? We'll find out. Not here yet. The side of the road's probably not in here. I wonder if I could just see in there. I may not have to open all of them. Probably should, though. Doesn't look like it's in there, but... that looks like a suspicious one. Nope, it just has a bunch of leaf textures over it. There's a lot of lore at the end, which I'm getting into, which is fun. Heck yeah. I went down here already, but I'm going to check again.
I've been known for my blindness. It's a road I haven't been to, but I don't want to go to. Not this one. Although I don't want to be here. I just want to find the thing. Where are you? There's one. Hey, and there's the key. Key with a 19th century design. All keys found. Man, I'm very near the end of this. Why did the music go away? Guys, why did the music go away? Music? Okay, good. Not that. Also, Scott's just here. No, that's probably where all the new ones are. Key with a 19th century design. What are the things in this universe that might have a 19th century influence? Scott Coffin. Scott Coffin might have a 19th century influence. That is true.
I'm thinking a church. Nope. No. No things here. Also, hi, Don. What are things with 19th century influence in this town? Wasn't that? Church? Mansion? Church is one, which I just checked. Hydrate. Thank you. I need it. Yeah. Church is one. The mansion might. Can't think of what in the mansion might. Oh my gosh, you're right. No. It is the mansion. The mansion has the hidden room, and the hidden room was made earlier, like when the mansion was built, but then was covered up. And I'll tell you when the ad ends. We're just about to get an ad on. As soon as the ad's over, if it happens soon, I'll catch you up. I'm not sure when this is gonna happen. It's like there it is. Oh. So it is church related. Oh, go, who just subbed? Oh, also, it was Dustin saying phone glitch. Sorry, both your names are blue on my screen. Where are we at? We got the key. I made an idiot decision and just was like, oh, 18th century. I quickly checked the church, didn't see anything, and I just walked away. Despite the fact that it's popular design as church keys during the 19th century. So, did something think, hey, thank you, Graham. You are a treasure. So we're gonna go back to the church. I feel like it's church related. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. I know my singing is beautiful, but I can't be copyright claimed for that because that's public domain, baby. Hehe. So this will let me use it there. There's something locked in the church that I don't know what. Oh, is it a desk key? Is it Matthew's desk key? Because he has a locked desk. What was that thing I read from him? Code for Charles is safe in the gallery. Is that okay? Cool. Oh my gosh. Everything is tracing to Matthew. I knew there was a way up there. What did I say? For the longest time, I saw that and was like, there's something up there. But I could never get up there. I knew... Oh, I had a thought Matthew was behind something. And he has a bloody axe. And he has a bad typewriter. You're here. Yep. Am I gonna get killed by Matthew? You'll see? I don't want to see. Oh gosh. I thought I had more keys. I do. I have a desk key in Bernard's house. Dearest Matthew, I'm writing this to let you know what happened to Sophia. My days are almost up and I feel you have the right to know what happened 9 years ago. Oh, exposition dump, let's go. I wouldn't look at anything here yet? Seriously? Should I finish reading this real quick because I already read it? I don't want to explore the other stuff first. I want to beat the game. I want to beat the game. I don't know where I'm going. I won't listen to the tape. I just want to beat the game, Dustin. And I don't know what this key's for. I'll miss the lore. I'm okay missing the lore. I want to beat the game. I want to be done with this nightmare. This is a good nightmare, but I want to be done with this nightmare. Okay, where would I go if where would you go if you were me? Where should I go then, if not here? I'll trigger the ending if I listen to the tape. Got it. Write us a letter note which happened to Sophia. My days are almost up, blah, blah, blah. 1974, when Vivian Roberts underwent a C-section to deliver Tricia, she was told that she would not give birth anymore. Vivian broke down mentally and was hospitalized. Sophia was tasked with taking care of the newly born Tricia and helping Charles Roberts. Charles, who was facing a lot of difficulty and pressure, unfortunately found some comfort in Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. A few months later, Vivian found out about the relationship. She was furious, feeling threatened by the illegitimate boy. Vivian kicked Sophia and the baby out of Painscreek. Everyone believed that, but the truth is, I took the boy and put him in St. Patrick's orphanage. I named him Scott. Time flies. He's going to be 10 soon. I pray that you can bear responsibility of raising him. He does not need to know about his real parents. It's all in the past. Instead, give him a new start. Cool. Dear Matthew, it's been more than 2 years since I started work at the mansion. I like this place a lot. People here are nice. Thank you for your letter. Although I cannot be there with you for your missionary work, I pray for your success. You'll always be the noble one. Do you remember the wishes we had when we were at the orphanage? Yours was to help the unfortunate. Mine was to not be poor. Well, I did not expect opportunity to knock so soon. Maybe heaven is helping me? With all that has happened these few months, my wish might just come true. I'd love to tell you more about it, but I can't. It can wait till you're back. Things might be different by then. I hope it will be for the better. Then I'm gonna leave that alone. Do I know about Vince? Okay, so when's Scott's birthday? Find the thing in the tree yet? No, I absolutely did not. I don't know Scott's birthday. You know what I might do? I might get the ending and then go look for more lore later. How does that sound? I'm getting close to the ending of this. I mean, I'm at the ending. but I'm getting close to when I want to end the stream. So what? How about this, guys? Well, that may be hard. Does it just wipe everything? You'll just have to see. Oh, do I die? Do I get killed by Charles? Not Charles. What's his face? It's up to you. I want to go find Vincent's birthday, but I also want to stop the stream. Do I die? Do I live? The choice is yours. How do I do the thing? Da 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 da. It's cool to see the light on up there. I don't know what his birthday is. Ever get someone turn the power off in the hospital? That's true. I don't want to go back there. Oh yeah, and the person who had the power to do that got in and out through the sewer system. Meaning whoever had access to that also had access to this. So yeah, it was definitely Father Matthew. I think I want to end it. Because, like, there's some other stuff I want to do, but all of it feels like stuff that I'm just going to be wandering around for. There's multiple endings? I have to remember I have to remember one key detail. Do I know that detail? I probably won't get the best ending then. 0526. Okay. You know what? Let's just get this out of the way. I'm gonna hate this. This is gonna be scary, but let's do it.
June 6th, 1995. I met Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when we met, saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere, that he's a sinner, and that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking. June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault, that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth. He deserved to die. July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself. And then I killed her. It's all over now. Why am I not at peace? There's this nosy investigator in town.
Hate this.
I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might believe it. But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him. Now he's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
Oh my gosh, hi buddy. You know what? You're fine. I wasn't anticipating. Are you kidding me? Yep. Thank you, Sophia. Gotta remember, gotta remember, gotta remember, gotta remember, gotta remember. Yes. I don't know where I'm at right now. I know where I'm at right now. Oh gosh, are you kidding me? Hate that. Oh, I made the right choice. I don't know where I'm going. Man, he locked a lot of stuff up. Upstairs? Oh, upstairs, upstairs. Yeah. Off the roof? What am I doing up here? I don't know where to go. Just wait here? Am I gonna push him off the roof? Hi. Please tell me he's gonna land in the chalk. Close enough. Yeah, I know I was a lady. So Janet, I'm glad you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about the Painscreek killings. Good job. Your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Please submit the following information as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. I was a lady the whole time. In episode 1, I don't think you were there for that. There was a ID card that showed I was a lady. By the way, we found out who hired PI Stephen Moss. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was his name? Matthew. Matthew Brooks. Yeah, he said that whole thing. So it would have been Matthew. What was the murder weapon? It was an axe. Select a photo for the newspaper? Oh, I should have gotten a better photo. I did take a picture of the axe. Does it matter what picture I do, Dustin, or is this just for fun? Ooh, that would be cool. Nah, awesome. Also, see, what did I say? Scott was incorrect on this. If you just followed Scott, you would have been wrong. Also, I wasn't expecting a chase, by the way. The chase was unexpected, but fun. But scary. To Dorothy Patterson. My name is Janet Kelly, here to inform you on behalf of PI Steve Moss. The secrets of the Painscreek killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. Police are searching for his whereabouts. Can we make a request for the next stream? I have a feeling I know what it is, but please go ahead. While preparing for this letter, I could not help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on the son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? Hindsight's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes it's hard to make right choices in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? And why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was that everyone had made a choice that I thought was best, but not necessarily the right one. This made me realize something. We have a freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger mistake, the harsher the consequences. It's true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice, either to confront Charles about it or to take it out on Sophia. She chose the line. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, they all had the consequences to face. One thing puzzled me. When Steve and I both were trying to find the truth, why was I saved but not him? Hope I can find an answer someday. Until then, this is the story of the Painscreek killings. Janet Kelly, August 12, 1999. I should have done a really stupid picture. That would have been so fun. Yeah, I'm sorry, it was drowning out my voice. Special thanks to Stephen M. Steve Moss? What do you think? I will get through. I will talk about it once all the music's done echoing over me. %88 complete. That's reasonable. I can continue. I'm not going to do that, but that'll be for a different day. What did I think? I loved that game. That game was very well made through and through. There's a couple things I was a bit on towards the end, but nothing major. I loved the story. I loved the progression system. I loved how they kind of basically, they led you on a really good mystery path, which was basically learn a bunch, hit a wall, suddenly something unlocks and you're like, oh, I get it. I know how to do X, Y, and Z now. Perfect. Okay, and then you jump on that and you work on that. I loved that. That was awesome. Characters really cool. Stories really cool. Well thought out. Team had a great job. Yeah, I love this. This was a lot of fun. As for Dawn's request of next game being Frog Detective, I think that would be a really good juxtaposition to this game. So I think we might have to do that. That would be really funny. Yeah, we may have to do that. We're on the third game. We've done 2 already, so we have the third game. I think that might be fun. That might be a fun palate cleanser. We'll have to see. But I will definitely take that into account. That sounds cool. I'm very excited to play it. I think we're just going to call it there. We went an extra half hour over what I typically do, but we got to finish the game. That was fun. So thank you all for watching tonight. Thank you for coming out. Even you lurkers, I appreciate you too. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you for, again, Grim, for very much thank you for the sub. Thank you, Dustin, for walking my smooth brain through things and for suggesting this game. Everyone, applause for him. And thank you for being here. You all are cool and very awesome, and you are wonderful. And I am glad that I get to do this for fun, and people for some reason watch it. Don't know when the next stream's gonna be. Schedule-wise, it's tentatively gonna be Monday, but we'll see what happens about that. But should be Monday if things don't change. I don't know, I think we're good. Thank you all for being here. I will see you all later. Don't know if the VOD's gonna go up tonight because it's always really weird about going up like immediately. It feels like it takes a bit. It's weird. I'll get it up when I can try to get it up, but just keep an eye out for it. Thank you for being here. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. No, I will not bow. Goodbye.